Welcome to Physical Education and Health, or Health Optimizing Physical Education 3. Today we will be discussing elements of dance. Our objectives for today is to identify the elements of dance, appreciate and value the importance of the elements of dance, and perform the elements of dance. The elements of dance are the foundational concepts and vocabulary that helps develop movement skills and understand dance as an artistic practice. The acronym BASTE helps remember the elements: body, action, space, time, and energy. The first element is the body. In dance, the body is the mobile figure or shape felt by the dancer and seen by others. The body is sometimes relatively still and sometimes changing as the dancer moves in place or travels through the dance area. Dancers may emphasize specific parts of their body in a dance phrase or use their whole body all at once. Another way to describe the body in dance is to consider the body systems: muscles, bones, organs, breath, balance, and reflexes. We could describe how the skeletal system or breath is used. For example, the body is the conduit between the inner realm of intentions, ideas, emotions, and identity, and the outer realms of expressions and communication. Whether watching dance or dancing ourselves, we shift back and forth between the inner-outer sense of body. Bodily shapes refers to how the entire body is molded in space or the configuration of the body. The body can be rounded, angular, or a combination of two. Other body shapes can be from wide to narrow, from high to low. They can be symmetrical or asymmetrical. Symmetrical means balanced shape. Movements are practically identical or similar on both sides. Asymmetrical, on the other hand, is imbalanced shape. Movements of two sides of the body do not match or completely different from each other. Another element of dance is action. Action is any human movement included in the act of dancing. It can include dance steps, facial movements, partner lifts, gestures, and even everyday movements such as walking. Dance is made up of streams of movement and pauses, so action refers not only to steps and sequences, but also to pauses and moments of relative stillness. Dancers may use movements that have been choreographed or traditional dances taught by others who know the dances. Depending on the dance style or the choreographer's decision, dancers may also revise or embellish movement they have learned from others. Movement can also be improvised, meaning that the dancers make it up on the spot as they spontaneously dance. Movement that travels through space is broadly called locomotor movement, in contrast to axial movement, which occurs in one spot. The relationships of the dancers to each other may be based on geometric designs or rapidly change as they move close together, then apart. Even when a dancer is dancing alone in a solo, the dancer is dynamically involved in the space of the performing area, so that space might also be considered a partner in the dance. Dancers may focus their movement and attention outwardly to the space, or inwardly into themselves. The line of travel may be quite direct towards one or more points in space, or indefinite and meandering. Space is the area of the performers occupy, and where they move. It can be divided into four different aspects, also known as spatial elements. The first spatial element is direction. Dance movements can travel in any direction. The performers can go forward, sideward, backward, circular, and so on. Another spatial element is size. Movements can be varied doing larger or smaller actions. Next spatial element is level. Movements can be done in a high, medium, or low level. The last spatial element is focus. Performers may change their focus by looking at different directions. Another element of dance is time. The movements and timing may be executed in varying tempo. Performers move with the tempo of an underlying sound, known as the beat or pulse. The last element of dance is dance energies. The movements here propelled by energy or force. A force can either initiate or stop an action. There are different types of dance energies. The first dance energy is sustained. Movements are done smoothly, continuously, and with flow and control. It does not have a clear beginning and ending. The next dance energy is percussive. Movements are explosive or sharp in contrast with sustained movements. They are accented with thrust of energy. They have a clear beginning and ending. Another dance energy is vibratory. Movements consist of trembling or shaking, a faster version of percussive movements that produce jittery effects. Next dance energy is swinging. Movement traces a curved line or an arc in space. Another dance energy is suspended. Movements are perched in space or hanging on air. The last but not the least dance energy is collapsing. Movements are released in tension and gradually or abruptly giving in to gravity, letting the body descend to the floor. And that will be all. Thank you everyone for listening. Hope that you have understood and learned something from this topic. Have a good day.